Last but not least, business performance. So what gets measured gets done. If you don't measure it, guess what? You're never going to focus on it. You're never going to make sure it's going to happen. Key performance indicator, good old corporate term there, you know, I like to bring that one in, but it's about what are the most important things. That's what we're going to touch on. Time management, being productive, working on the tasks that matter, the revenue generating tasks, the one when you're there in that moment for that 2 or 3 hours, is that going to generate revenue, or is it something you just like to do? I'm going to write a blog because I think that would be a great thing to do. Or am I actually going to send an invoice out to a client or put a proposal into somebody who's actually going to generate some revenue? Focus on what you're supposed to be doing. And reporting, again, measurement, and that doesn't need to be, I've been in places where we've done 100-page monthly reports, and I know nobody reads them, but you don't need that for the kind of businesses that we're operating. So what's your outputs? Is it the amount of sales you make, or is it about the amount of profit that you're making? Because at the end of the day, so let's go back, what do we want? We want those nice holidays and those nice cars, right, so I need money for that. That doesn't necessarily mean you need more clients. It might just mean that you need more profitable clients or a profitable product. So have a look at what your metrics are. What is the ultimate outcome? How much do you need? And really, all you've got to do is pay the bills. That's kind of business, just pay my bills. If you want a big bill, go and buy a big car. If you want a little bill, don't buy a big car, take the bus. So the way to approach business is just pay your bills. And my bills might be £5,000, they might be £10,000 a month, they'll be whatever you want them to be. But if you don't know what you need to do to get that £5,000 or £10,000, then kind of work out how you're going to get on getting it. Managing your workload. So this is about focus and action. There's, social media. There's so many distractions out there at the moment, and the worst thing in the kind of space that we're in is that you get a shiny ball syndrome. And I've done it, and I did it last week when I was on holiday. I had an email came up, and it was going to solve all my problems because it was this integrated email management system. It did all my landing pages, website and everything. And I'm going, and it was only $1. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, it's great. So I was saying to the wife, who's not interested one bit, she's just, I said, this is really, really good bit of kit. I thought, I need to get onto my the consultant and working with social media. I said, Pete, this is going to solve all our problems. He said, stop it, delete the email and get on with what you're doing. And I've gone, yeah, but, and he's gone, no, yeah, buts. It's not what we need right now. This is what we're doing right now. And you sometimes need that person to help you kind of get back on track and just sort of say, stop looking at all these shiny balls. There's so many vehicles out there which will help you do your Facebook ads, do your Google ads, do this, do that. They don't actually care whether your business works or not. My business model works on the fact that if we work together, and it works for you and you rant and rave about it, that's kind of the bit that I want, that's the helping bit. So I do need to make sure that your business is operating, but there's so many things out there where they're just running all these other systems in tandem. Revenue generating activities. If I'm not doing something that's going to make me money, why am I doing it? Going back to the focus on those tasks and those key cash collectors. What are those tasks in a week? For me, the most productive time for me is anywhere between about 5 o'clock in the morning and about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. That is when my work gets done. And then I can go and chill out, I can go and walk the dog, I can do whatever I need to do, meet up with some clients. If you start booking meetings in and how you're planning your day out, if you start booking the meetings in the wrong part of your day, and you do a meeting straight off the bat, by the time you get back after lunch, guess how, well, for me personally, I'm not that productive straight after lunch. It just kind of doesn't work. So it starts with a vision, then goes to your areas of focus, break it down. I mean, it really, this slide should just say, how do you eat an elephant? Bite-sized chunks, small pieces, bit by bit, but in that systematic process.